It's June and next week is Father's Day and there's lots of graduations going on. So I thought I would dive into my scrap wood pile and make a perfect gift for dads and grads. In this video, I'm going to show you how. I'm using scrap wood pieces to build this project, but if you need to buy new wood, it's a 1x4 and a 1x10. I've got all of the shopping list and the cut list, so you don't need to write any cut links down, in my free plans on my website. So you can just click that link in the description and head on over there and download it and get all your boards cut out. I do recommend cutting with a compound miter saw like I did, just because it gives you nice straight square cuts, but you can also cut with a circular saw or even a jigsaw. So for increased strength of this project, because bicycles can be really heavy, I went ahead and notched out the sides of my back so that the sides of this project are secured and they're attached in such a way that it makes it hard for the screws to pull forward and out. So I just went ahead and notched it with a jigsaw to match the ends of my 1x4 just like that on both sides. I'm using about the heaviest bike on earth in my example, so if you have like a really lightweight bike or something, you may not need to do all these extra steps that I'm doing, but it was really important to me to make a very sturdy project here that was going to hold up. So I also am using a 1x10 on the bottom there for strength. Okay, so I'm going to glue and screw the sides on first, and I'm using these 2.5-inch long self-tapping screws. They have a star bit. You can find them at most any hardware store, and you don't need to pre-drill them. So you can see I'm screwing into the wood and it's not splitting. However, if you have really dry wood, you may encounter some splitting of wood. What you can do is just go ahead and pre-drill the hole first. There's not a lot of screws used in this project, so it wouldn't take very long, and then do your screw. So we're using the 1x10 for the bottom as well as the back. I did this for a couple of different reasons. One, it's easy to cut a 1x10 down to size. Two, the back is already a 1x10, so you know it's just another piece of the same board that you can cut from. And the third reason is it's going to be a lot stronger because I can screw from all sides like I'm doing here and attach to the back, and it's going to really add to the structure of the project. You could be using other methods of fasteners. The most recommended would be pocket holes on the underside, and that would really increase the strength of this project. You could also, in some places, use brad nails and glue, but I wouldn't recommend it on like the real structural joints. So for example, adding this front piece, a nailer would be totally fine because it's not structural. But adding those side pieces, that's kind of a big deal. You'll want to use some good long screws there. All right, such a cute little project, huh? This organizer could really work even without a bicycle in it, but we made it extra tough, and I did test it. I actually, before finishing this video, I tested it overnight with a bicycle and some added weights in it, and it is very strong. All right, so now for notching out for the bicycle crossbar. I have this drill bit set that I've had for many years, and it was not expensive. I think it was like $39, and it includes a hole saw kit, and it just works with your drill. Just put it together. I think there's like 4 or 5 different sizes. I used the biggest size, and just went ahead and drilled it out. Now, you really want to secure your project to a table or do something like I'm doing where it can't twist on you. And then I just finished the cuts with my jigsaw. Looking pretty good. And I just repeated that on the other side. All right, so the project is ready to be finished. I just took a quick second to fill screw holes with wood filler. If you're staining, you could probably get away without doing this step, but I want a nice glossy white finish, so took that extra step. You don't need to fill the holes on the back, and in my case, since I'm hanging it low, I wasn't real picky about filling the holes on the bottom. Now I wanted to add some extra functionality to my organizer, so I found a extra handle that I had there, and we used that as a mail slot. So, and you could have a lot of fun with this. You could design it for water bottles or sunglasses or watches or, you know, keys or whatever you want or whatever your dad or grad uses. So I really envision this as like a drop zone where they come in, they hang their bike up, and they empty out all their pockets, and they're done. It would be fun to add a bike helmet holder too. And then you want to make sure you hang it to 2 studs in the wall with those longer screws. This is really important. You got to get 2 screws into the stud in the wall behind it so you can see them kind of hidden behind the mail there, the 2 screws. Well, that's it, guys. The plans are posted over on my website for free. So click the link in the description, head on over there, download those plans, get this built. It shouldn't take very long. It's a very easy project, a very inexpensive project. So you should be able to have this done and wrapped and gifted for Father's Day or graduation. Thanks again for watching this week. We'll see you next Monday.